Uh, so like it says in the format, this meeting wasn't started to just have another Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. There's tons of Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. Here in LA, for sure, there's like 2,000 a week. And I know there's plenty in London also. So we didn't start this to have another meeting. We started this to have a place. I started this meeting in this format in LA for me to have a place where I could come and I could start connecting to my higher power right here, right now. The meeting is based on that last statement in the purpose, which is from the last line in the 12 and 12 on step 2, that says that every true humility and an open mind can lead me to faith. And every AA meeting is an assurance that God will restore me to sanity if I rightly relate myself to him or it or her or whatever you believe. I'm not going to get caught up in the what is God. But what I know from my experience is that there is something. There's something. And something is the most commonly used name for God. Something told me to go over there and talk to that person. Something told me not to take that job. Something told me I needed to go on this vacation. And amazing things happen, right? Whenever I listen to that something, that little still something deep down within me, I get good guidance and good intuition. And so God will restore me to sanity, or something will restore me to sanity, if I rightly relate myself to that something. And every AA meeting is an assurance that will happen if I do that. So there's a part for me to play. I got to go to the meeting. And then while I'm at the meeting, I have to be rightly relating myself to my higher power. Otherwise, it's just me going to a meeting. I might as well be on the subway talking to myself, or going to a meeting and talking to myself, or going to work and talking to myself, or being at dinner with my wife and talking to myself, and never being where my body is. My mind is captured with self everywhere I go. And I cannot be restored to sanity by self, because self is where the problem is. The disease centers in my mind. It centers in myself. And so we're here and we're gathered, and you're going to hear some stuff. I'm going to say some stuff, and then I'm going to shut up, and you're going to say some stuff. And all of that is good. But what's really important is that I am right now, I'm coming to believe that there's a power, and that power is greater than me, and that power is the power that could restore me to sanity. That's the second step. That's my long form of the second step. I'm the wrong power to restore me to sanity. So for me to be sitting in a meeting, even in this meeting, and listening to a speaker and judging what they're saying in my mind, that's good stuff, I'm going to try that later. Oh, I don't agree with that. I'm not going to do that. Oh, okay, I agree with that. And in my mind, to be doing that while somebody's talking is not rightly relating myself to my higher power. So what I do when I go to a meeting is I sit there and I ask my higher power to help me hear what's being said, so that I could be in the room where my body is, and so that I could be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. If when I'm talking, I get to ask the power to speak through me. Could you speak through me? Could you help me to speak your words? Could you help me to do your will? But when I'm not talking, then what I'm here to do is to listen. So I ask that power to help me listen, help me hear what's being said with no judgment, because it doesn't really matter what's being said right now. What's the message is being transmitted, because you already know the truth. Deep down within you is where your higher power is. And so deep down within you is all knowledge and all power. All of it is within you. You're not going to get it from me. You already have it. And so this is about connecting to it right now for my life, so that I could have a new life. Because if I don't have a new life, then I have an old life. And my old life is consumed with alcoholism, a disease that centers in my mind. It's a disease that talks to me and it talks to me with authority, and it's the power for my life. And I can't not do what it tells me to do. How many times have I been in a conversation and inside my head screaming, don't say that. You shouldn't say that. Don't say that. And I'm saying it as the conversation's going on in my head. And then I think, God, you're so stupid. Why did you say that? Because the disease controls me and there's nothing I can do. I do whatever it says. There's only two powers. There's only two powers in my life. I'm a power and there's a higher power. You're not a power for my life. You might be in a position where you can tell me what to do, but I'm the one who decides all by myself in light of my own situation. I'm the one who decides what I'm going to do and how I'm going to think and how I'm going to act. Yeah, the speed limit's 65 miles an hour. That's the law. If I go 65, the police leave me alone. But I'm the one who chooses how fast I'm going to go. And my mind says, we're in a hurry. Let's go. 85 sounds good. Let's go. And I listen to it. I don't even question it. Why would I go 85? I'm not in a hurry. There's nowhere to go. It says, I don't know why, but we got to get there. Let's go. And I listen to it and I drive 85 and then I'm paranoid the whole drive, looking in the mirrors, thinking I'm going to get a ticket. They're coming to get me. And I'm in fear. And the only reason I'm in fear in that moment is because my mind told me that I need to get somewhere faster than I need to get there. And I believed it. And so I'm doing what it said. And now I'm in fear that I could get a ticket. I don't want the ticket, but I can't not do what my mind says. So I have this disease, this unsatisfiable, fault-finding, opinionated mind that is the power that drives me day in, day out. It drives me. And it's always telling me that this isn't good enough. And I'm not good enough. And you're not good enough. And I don't have enough money. And I need more. And I need to get rid of what I have because I don't like what I have and I want something different. And it's always driving me to have more, to go faster, to be more. And this is why I drink alcohol. Because this mind, this unstoppable, fault-finding, opinionated, crazy mind that I have drives me into a state of such emotional pain that I drink alcohol because I have alcoholism. Some people drink alcohol because it gives them a nice buzz and they enjoy their evening and they have a little buzz and then they go home and go to sleep and the next day they don't drink and they spend some time between drinks and then they go out and they have a little buzz and they have fun. I use it as medicine. I use it every day. I use it to kill the pain of what my mind is telling me about how much my life sucks and how you're not doing it right and how nobody does it right and how I should be the CEO and why am I still in the mailroom? And that's what I use alcohol for. It. I use alcohol as medicine. Alcohol is my solution. And then eventually I become allergic to it. And I can't take the medicine anymore. And I go to Alcoholics Anonymous. I think it's because I need to learn how to not drink. But that's not true. I need to drink because I have a disease that's killing me in my mind, and the drink calms that mind, allows me to live okay in the moment that I'm in. And I come to Alcoholics Anonymous thinking that not drinking is going to help me, and time passes and I get worse not drinking. I get worse, not better, if I don't do the program. Alcoholics Anonymous is a way of life where drinking isn't necessary. This is my experience because I spent a lot of time around AA not drinking and going to meetings every day and reading steps and talking to newcomers and getting worse because I wasn't living it for my life as a way of life. So there's something wrong with me. And I need a treatment, and I need it today, and I need it right now, just like I needed alcohol today, and I needed it right now. And the treatment it starts with complete defeat. Could you help me to surrender? Could you help me to be the man that you want me to be? I can't do this anymore. I cannot manage my life. The second half of the first step. The first half of the first step is I can never, ever drink alcohol successfully again. Never. There's no more good times left for me drinking alcohol. I don't get the buzz. I don't get to drink alcohol and get buzzed and feel good. I use alcohol to kill the pain of my life, and I've used it so much I can't use it anymore. I've become allergic to it. That's that first half of step one. That's it. It's over. Can't drink. Now, what am I going to do with this mind? I have an unmanageable life. Everything that goes on in my mind drives me crazy. And I can't manage it. And I can't make people act right. And I can't make my boss pay me enough money so I could be satisfied. And I can't get my wife to act right. And I can't get my kid to act right. I can't get all the other drivers on the road to drive right. I can't manage my life. I can't do it. And it drives me crazy. And I have to see that I'm a complete defeat at doing anything in my life on my power and being okay. That's where I'm at today, right now, as a way of life. So what would that look like? If I can't manage my life, I'm going to need some help. The end of the first step says, I stand ready to do anything which will lift my merciless obsession. My merciless obsession is to be okay, is to be self-satisfied, is to be happy right now. And I'm mercilessly obsessed to be that because of the disease. And I can't do anything to make that happen, because even when I get exactly what I want, I'm still unsatisfied because of the nature of alcoholism. Because of the nature of the unsatisfied mind, I'm still unsatisfied, even when I get exactly what I wanted. And so when I stand ready to do anything which will lift my merciless obsession, I walk into step two, and I start coming to believe that there's a power that's greater than me that could restore me to sanity. And I start practicing that as a way of life. I start sharing, rightly relating my life to this higher power, saying, hey, I don't know how to be a husband. Could you help me? I don't know how to drive my car and be at peace. Could you help me? I don't know how to work when I'm at work. Could you help me? And I start rightly relating my life to this power. And I start asking for help, because that's what my higher power is here to do. It's here to help me. It's here to help restore me to sanity so that I could do the right thing in the moment that I'm in. And when I start sharing my life with that power, I start having experiences of either being restored to sanity or not. And then I can make a decision in three, because if I have been restored to sanity, it would make sense that I made a decision to turn my will and my life over to the care of God as I understood him. From two, it's understood by me that every time I do something, I have this experience of being at peace, of being okay, of being restored to sanity. So I'm making a decision. Or I can make a decision to turn my will and my life over to my care, which ends up in broken relationships, trash jobs, and emotional pain, major emotional pain, sober. So that's what I'm up against, and that's what I get to do. And this thing is a way of life, and I have to live it as a way of life. I get to. And if I don't, eventually I'm going to get in enough emotional pain where I'm going to drink again or blow my brains out. And it happens day after day in AA. People come in, they do not live this as a way of life. They think not drinking is the name of the game, and they just don't drink. And somehow, magically, in time, my personality is going to change because I'm not drinking, and I'm going to become this great guy or gal because I don't drink. And not drinking and time and meetings is somehow going to change my character. All those things are important. I can never, ever drink alcohol again. Meetings, I go to at least a meeting. I go to about 7 meetings a week, and I'm 28 years sober. Not because I have to anymore. Most of the time I'm here today because I want to be here with you all. But it's my program of recovery. If I don't stay close, I will slip out of AA, and I will start slipping back into my old life. And I know people that have shot themselves in the head with 28 years of sobriety. I know a person. So this is a serious disease that needs a treatment, and I'm here, and it's a whole package. It's meetings, it's reading, it's steps, but ultimately it's right now in this moment having a connection with my higher power and living in a relationship where I'm rightly relating to my higher power, where I continue to sought through prayer and meditation right now in this moment to improve my conscious contact with God as I understood him. I probably talked way too long, but I'm very excited today. And now I'm very excited to hear you share your experience with this, living this message as a way of life. So thank you for letting me share.